all the crazy stuff that's been going on in the world since the beginning of 2026. I understand, but it is alarming to me the number of people I am seeing on my page starting to do yoga. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I've just been on a 10-day campaign over a week ago talking about the dangers of yoga. And so now I'm going to have to get right back on it. I've extended the time for the special price in the Stretch and Breathe Not Yoga boot camp that we're going to be starting now, February 5th, instead of January 28th or 29th, which was the date that I had chose. I'm not sure how many of you that have been following me on this journey to warn people about the dangers of yoga have had a chance to take time out to watch the 45-minute interview where there is a doctor being interviewed about the origins of yoga, the dangers of yoga, the injuries that have been increasingly reported by people that have been doing yoga as a way to relieve stress, as a way to increase or improve mobility. And I have found another way. Not only have I found another way and created this way from prayer and meditating, there's about 4 different ways of relaxing and increasing mobility that has nothing to do with yoga. Yoga does not only have physical dangers, but it has spiritual dangers to it. And when I found out about the physical dangers, that's when I said, let me put together these ideas that I've been having for over a year to give other people another avenue so that they could de-stress their body, so that they could relax and also increase their mobility. I turned 50 last year. I will be 51 years old in a few months. I used to weigh 286 pounds, and I was able to do research, pray, because I didn't want to do Weight Watchers. I wasn't about to go on any yo-yo diets. And I said, we have obesity in our bloodline on both sides. So I said, Lord, please show me how to lose this weight. I was like 2 people in one. This was before I went to massage therapy school. After going to massage therapy school and learning some of the techniques that we were being taught and where they came from, I learned how to do some of our self-care differently. And it was at that time that I started doing more research on other methods of breathing. I never did any of the chanting because they taught some of that stuff in school when I was in school. But through prayer and meditation and researching and then just listening to my body, I started finding other ways. This is before I found out about Qigong and Tai Chi and all these other methods that have nothing to do with yoga. And I'm going to suggest to anybody out there, whether you join what I'm doing or not, if you are doing yoga, please stop. I'm going to put in this description of this video the 45-minute interview where a doctor is being very transparent about the origins of yoga, why it's called a death practice. It was actually created to help older yogis prepare themselves to die. So every yogi that's teaching this know that. But I believe what they thought was if we could just still take these relaxing mechanisms and these stretching mechanisms from this, then it shouldn't be that bad. Well, that's not true. Not only have about 4 major guru yogis changed from doing yoga because they had spiritual experiences that was very scary. And so they got out of yoga besides the physical injuries. But when I started finding out about the physical injuries happening to people, not just the sprains in the wrist and injuries in the back and increase in arthritis, but there has been a number of people that have had strokes, that have had heart attacks from doing yoga. And that's because yoga was created not as a relaxing exercise for people that are trying to live. It was created for people that were on their way dying. And it's actually teaching the body to prepare to die. That's why there's so many more people getting injured by doing yoga. So I wasn't going to be on too long today, but when I saw so many people popping up on my social media page talking about they're glad they're starting yoga, this is new year, new me, I asked them, how much research have you done on yoga? They haven't done any. And then what's really disturbing to me is a nice number of these people have been believers in Jesus. So one of the ladies went on to tell me, oh, I'm going to pray, I'll be covered. I said, no, sweetheart. That's almost like saying it's okay to go play in the devil's camp and you're going to be okay because you're covered in the blood. There's something called wisdom and there's something called obedience. And if we try to throw those out the window and expect to get the protection that we've been promised, that's called deception. There are other ways to relieve stress and increase and improve mobility the older we get than doing yoga. And so if you are doing yoga, I'm going to invite you to come back, give me a few minutes. I'm going to put up the 45-minute interview. Please watch this interview. If you know people that are doing yoga, send them this interview. Even if they don't join me, please watch the video. Get educated on what you are doing to your body and your life and your soul by practicing yoga, because it is connecting you to the dark side. Besides damaging your body, you are damaging your life by doing yoga. These chants are not just regular sounds or bringing oxygen into the body. You are literally connecting yourself with a dark deity, not your good spirit guides, dark spirit guides that are going to take you places you do not want to go. And what's really disturbing is there is a very fit woman. She's African American, very muscular, very strong. When I was watching her for a little bit, almost like she was in a trance while she was talking. So some people, they're going to swear by yoga. And to be honest with you, these are the people that are seriously possessed by the spirits that they are invoking. And so you're not going to be able to tell them anything until something happens to them or something happens in their family. And most of them are not going to tie it to yoga. They're going to tie it to something else. Because the more people get into yoga and accept or think that it's not harming their spirit, it's not harming their soul, they will make excuses for it. And they're going to overlook what's happening and they're going to call it just life. No, it's not just life. It's called just deception. So again, I'm warning you, if you are doing yoga, check out this 45-minute video that I'm going to link in the description when I get off of here. Make time. Research what you are doing in your life like your life depends on it, because it really, really does. And the crazy part about yoga is this is not only affecting you or the person you know that's doing yoga. It's affecting your household. It's affecting your business. It's affecting everybody that's connected to you. And you are not going to be able to control what's happening to them if you're opening your life up and you're opening up your soul to these forces that you cannot control. Once you invite them in, it's almost like inviting a rapist into your house or inviting a thief into your house. And then you're going to try to tell them what they can steal or what they can't rape or who they can't rape. You're deceiving yourself, right? And I'm not here to convince you. I'm only here to inform you. If you are doing yoga, you are playing a dangerous game. And there's another way to bring relaxation and mobility to your body. Okay? So that's all I wanted to share. And I will be back sometime this weekend to share more on the dangers of yoga and why you don't want to start. And if you are in yoga, please get out. Those of you that are laughing, it's not going to be funny. If you're doing yoga or if somebody you care about is doing yoga and the impacts or the harvest starts coming in, the same thing that's making you laugh right now can easily make you cry. So if I were you, I would stop laughing because it's not funny. This is not a game. It's a serious matter. And those of you that are still laughing, even if you're not doing yoga, you're inviting a form of correction to yourself because you think it's a game, because you are laughing at the harm of other people. There are people that are having to have surgery because of yoga. There are people that have had strokes because of yoga. Do you want to have a stroke? Those of you that think it's funny, do you want one of your loved ones to have a stroke? Those of you that think it's funny, do you want something bad to happen to one of your children that think it's a joke? Because what you're doing by laughing at somebody else's pain or someone else's trauma, even if you're not doing yoga, you are inviting a form of correction to come to your life. So while you're laughing, I hope you keep laughing. And I hope when the consequences come, you stay laughing. I'm more than sure you won't, but just know that you have invited things in by thinking this is a joke to help you understand that it's not a game to laugh at other people's pain. And that's all I can tell you right now. But I'm going to be dropping the description, dropping the information into the description after I get off of here. But those of you that are wise, those of you that have good God sense, share this with people that you know that may be doing yoga, or people that you have heard of that's talking about doing yoga, because most people are not doing research. They're just jumping in because they heard it helps somebody relax or it helps somebody increase their mobility. They have no idea of what they're about to get into. And if you are a friend and if you are a family member, the most you can do is give them information and a kind, gentle warning, right? And that is all we are looking to do. At the end of the day, people are going to make their own decisions and the consequences will lie with them. All right, I will see you guys sometime soon. Peace.